what I gotta do. Time after time we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up. I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my.
The silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Ready, ready. Hey, full fury.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around,
Here we go.
Defense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week.
Ready.
They carried it out.
Smash.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they
On the double.
get high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ready.
Here's time to lie low to throw. It's complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
Ready.
And that's what they just did on that play.
So
Steal.
in the Cardinal
Steal.
territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35.
Right.
A.J. Dillon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Set. Ready.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Cut.
Play action. Here's Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On the set.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number
Right.
7 on
Right.
3rd and 2.
Ready.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Down Tua. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Handoff running left is Gibson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go.
This will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know one special teams coach who leads a note in the records of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Pass the 20 for a short gain. 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray down to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Graves. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Cardinals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He finds his man complete. It's Graves. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Well, that's not just his 1st, not his 2nd, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him. Make it fake as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Swift going to try up the middle. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons
Ultra.
offense at the
Go
line.
ultra.
Well, Carter, fast forward with me for a second. Remember next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ready.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Red. Yellow.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that one into the hands of Baker downfield. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defense rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready, set. Check view. Ready, ready.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now on second and 13. Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Murray now. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Graves. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blowout out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now Murray again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next week. Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're most face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a
The defense is planned for this all the time. They work on it in practice. And that quick change, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check mega.
Down right around the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
Here we go.
Down for a win in the defense's column.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Stewart sets up to pass it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. They liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
First down, Murray. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. It's Graves. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Murray now on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that
all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Slot man moves right.
Boys.
Second down, Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. There's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go, it's been a tight game. You figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Ready.
Sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Two are going to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about the loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, Swift. Looking for a
seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how much they can push things. Leading already here 10-3. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon at the stadium, because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be a good performer there. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That's flat for Gibson.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Ball.
They'll run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, hold on.
Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graves. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense has been stuck in neutral mode.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, they already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. Even at 10. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set, ready.
Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to running following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they run the man coverage on the right side and send the tight end a few steps down the field, and then angle him to the left on a crossing route. They'll get more separation on this play and turn it into a nice gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty
Here we
of
go.
rush
Here we
yardage in
go.
the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go.
Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Roger, 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter with the lead, but the match touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
They're going to try to throw on third down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Murray now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is when he's that's a 6 second where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Okay, ready?
That run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
Ready, break.
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And cycle.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. It's a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good move. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field. Breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball.
Let's go.
When that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll run an option drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Graves. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. And this one's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Murray now. He's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera miss was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
That's one.
Now Murray again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Graves. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Swim.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Oh.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was.
Oh,
Now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's McBride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Buzz.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Green. Big Ace. Hey, Ace.
From the gun, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now Murray's got first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you know.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line being able to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On second and goal, Murray.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last down by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll try it now with Swift. The run on fourth and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on down.
Here we go.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Trying to shake off the interception. Look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop than when you think of an explosive play. Most offensive staffs define it as 20 or more yards and run to 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take out the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards, you cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run in the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Ready.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Set. Ready. Fury.
Give up the middle to Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Down.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. You'll likely put an end to this thing.
Ready.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with
Here we go. Here we go.
a little bit of speed and
Hey,
depth,
check mega.
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
What?
On third down, here's Gibson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them. Another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good run, good catch. First down, and he gets out of that.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. You can't just let them go to the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
To throw is Murray. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Murray to throw. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey.
Now Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
First down, Murray to Hopkins.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they pick up 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, shit.
To throw is Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Throwing now is Murray. And this is called for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by and oh, he coughed it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it.
Okay, right?
Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive?